So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, someone I really like, Peter, is Lautaro Martinez. The graft, the energy, the dynamism, he's got all those properties we expect from South American forwards. And he's also someone who's quite happy to drop back, whether to receive the ball or to make up defensive numbers.
Has a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Marseille with the corner, there first. And it's Batasagi. Bellingham. Camavinga. Bellingham. Nice control. That's a look and plays it forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. That is very well defended. Now it's Osimhen. Hazard in with the challenge. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And he shoots! Fantastic from Martinez! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Nigeria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Well, there's the clearance. He's found a way through. Rafinha! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Martinez. Now it's Osimhen. Movement. Palmer. The defender is not giving up on this.
Nigeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Tries to pass it through, and he's picked out the run. And he's cut it out. Alexander-Arnold. And that is as far as they're going to go. Hazard is steaming forward. Alexander-Arnold did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Robertson. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then.
Can he finish? He scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Marseille are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Now it's Osimhen. And he's running through. Rafinha. And it's Messi. Nigeria are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, they could be caught out here. Showing great feet there. And Martinez! He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Akanji. And it's Robertson. And Fernandes.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Messi. And he cuts out the supply. And the half-time whistle goes. Some first-half thoughts?
Nigeria certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Now it's Osimhen. Messi. Marseille looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
And it's Azar. Wriggles his way through.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision.
Osimhen. Bellingham. Messi. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Palmer. Batasagi. And Rafinha. Batasagi. And he's had a hit! It's hit the upright! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Robertson. That'll be a throw-in. Alexander-Arnold. Caicedo. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Jikia calmly anticipates. And it's Azar. Batasagi. And Rafinha. And it's Camavinga. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Palmer.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
There will be a throw-in.
Changement en cours.
Van Dijk. Nigeria perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Turns and goes back. Rafinha tries to clear. Nice sequence of passes, this. Messi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Hazard. Look at the space here. That's good play. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. There's a sharp little ball here. Ball swung in. Header! Relentless! Just relentless! And the lead is extended still further.
79 minutes de jeu.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
After this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's Fernandez. Caicedo.
Nigeria are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence, or attack, for that matter.
Rafinha. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
Nigeria appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Caicedo, Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! It's in! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Après 89 minutes de jeu.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So is this the start of a comeback? Vardiol. Alexander-Arnold.
Temps additionnel.
Board shows
3
there will
minutes.
be 3 extra minutes. Lovely close control. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Messi. And it's Valverde.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that's that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Manchester United.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a fierce competitor. Put a foot wrong and he'll be sure to let you know about it.
Well, he just commands respect, doesn't he? Respect of everyone, teammate and opponents alike.
Yeah, and he'll be setting the highest of standards out there, and he expects them to be met. No rest for that defence.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost... And the finish! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Nigeria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And reclaimed it in a trice. There will be a throw-in. And it's Messi, played out towards the right wing, nicely aimed pass. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Hazard. Akanji attempts a clearance.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Well, played right into his path. A lot of space ahead of him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Palmer. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Camavinga gets good distance on it. Now it's Palmer. No way through. And he was quick to react. Lobbed in behind. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's picked his way through. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Oh, this looks sharp. Messi, Robertson gets a foot in here. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Nigeria are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Mbappe chasing after it. Messi. Hazard can so cleverly bypass the press. Mbappe! And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Osimhen. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Osimhen. Hazard. Messi. And Messi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nigeria with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. It could be in here. Caicedo. Back and they'll have another go. Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come loose. In he goes again.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Caicedo looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And that's gone loose. He's got away. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, that is asking for trouble. De Bruyne. Big chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Palmer. And it's Azar. Palmer. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mbappe. And the shot! It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Kindly remove it, as it is about to be towed away.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
It's a pretty loose pass. Azar. Nicely shaped ball. That looks a good ball through. Messi. De Bruyne. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that is a... And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And that's another good win of the ball.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Well measured. Now there's a fine chance for a shot! That's a sharp pass. Now it's Osimhen. He's looking wide. Hazard. Ball is over the line. Robertson.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Alexander-Arnold. Shot could be on. There's the shot! Palmer goes long. Thinks one through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, that's well spotted. Messi. Nicely weighted ball. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Picked out, and the shot! Cleared without...
Osimhen. Coming on to replace him is number 18, Mbappe.
Nigeria perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. And he's picked out the run.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Camavinga looking for the run. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. And it's Messi. Hazard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found a way through. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Caicedo. And it's made its way to him. Just about up to 75 minutes. Cute ball now, how can he... And a chance! Hits off target and by quite a way.
Manchester United really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Coming on the field, number 9, Federico Valverde.
Robertson, not the most convincing of passes.
Son Heung-min.
Now who's going to be first to this? And he's quick to get it clear again. Might be... Shoots! He's got a goal! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Mbappe receives it in a wide position. He's had it taken off him.
Nigeria are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide.
He's through and all alone! Chance, surely! He has done it! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. This looks promising.
That was lovely.
Just the keeper to beat! That's going to go a long way. Goulet. And he's well positioned here. Can he finish? It's there! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
4 added minutes.
Well, it's a goal fest,
indicated.
and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Robertson, time added on 4 minutes. Mbappe receives it. And that will be the final act. Nigeria cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
Just a
Any
quick
reflections
request
on what
today
you've
for
seen,
everybody
Jim?
to please
Well, there was a
kindly
distinct
remove
lack
any
of
cars
clarity
on the road
or
outside the
commitment
stadium.
in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Thiago Alcantara. He's someone who can really control a game from midfield. He's got a sensational range of passing. He's got wonderful vision too. He's no doubt been tasked with creating opportunities for the front players, and he's certainly got all the skills needed to do just that. They'll be expecting a good supply.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Seedorf. Oh, super ball! And there's the shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Nigeria finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Alexander-Arnold. For Palmer, pinches it off him. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Caicedo. Van Dijk. Akanji. And he's forced to go back. Hazard. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf. And here's Inzaghi. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold tries making a foray down the right.
Nigeria really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That is good alertness. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Palmer. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. He's looking wide. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Palmer. Saliba makes the interception. Chelsea applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often.
Takes a shot! It's wide, but only just.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Alexander-Arnold. For Palmer. That's a promising run he's making on the right. What a throw in. And it's Palmer. Ball's out once more. Palmer. Quick look, then plays it in. And the keeper beats it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Nigeria have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. So a chance here, what can they make of it? And this, an opportunity to pull level. And it's Caicedo. Alexander-Arnold. Gets a good foot in there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. And this is Messi. Osimhen.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Skillfully cut out. He is... Shot, surely! And he hits the net! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
How very smart. He just got it right.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Thiago cuts it out. Hazard running with the ball. Now it's Osimhen. Nicked it back promptly. Searching pass he's played there. Now it's Hazard. He has found the way through. Saliba. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Palmer. Oh, good spread. Tries to play it through. Out of play for a throw. De Arrascaeta conjures time and space where few can. Hazard. And it's Messi. Now this could be a chance. Thiago. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Palmer. Now it's Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying.
And we
Some first half thoughts?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Nigeria are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. There's the whistle then to start the second half. And he was alert to it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Seedorf, who's set up one goal so far. De Arrascaeta. De Arrascaeta. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Now it's Osimhen.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.